Bucks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington football team.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about... to 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Check, 47. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after him. They came in ready to play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, you know, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll run it here. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
They'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 10-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's good.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
34-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On the run, it's Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? Yep.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Jaguars 14, Washington 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches at the 35.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
And it's
on 3rd down. It's Robinson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. You got nothing to work. You got nothing to work.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Antonio Gibson.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Leonard Fournette in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
His kick is good.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And it's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Back at the 36-yard line.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Leads to 3rd and 6.
So the false start will back them up 5. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To Josh Oliver.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. he pulled it in.
Complete to Josh
A
Oliver.
big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
The Jaguar, 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Washington 17.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it. For conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson, despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A big play there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now left side on the swing pass. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Now a handoff looking right. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Robinson.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
At the 42-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. .31 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson, and a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one goes for 24 yards. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Gain of 11 on the play. And a Jaguar 1st down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shoveling it off, ends up going for negative play.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football.
The quarterback is.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Jaguars.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Washington 17. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jaguars, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.